Hello, Satnam, it's me, Shakti Sundari, and I am making this video today, Tantric meditation practice number 1, for a couple of reasons. So I had a message from somebody this morning on Facebook saying, do you offer an online course? And I said, why? And they said, I would like to have online instruction in Tantra and Tantric practice. And I thought, okay, great. I'm going to answer that query with a Facebook Live. And this taps into something, which is that in September, I'm going to be starting a Tantric meditation course here in London. So I thought I will kill two birds with one stone and do an introductory video to a Tantric practice so that the lady who wrote to me this morning gets her query answered, and also so that you get a taste of what we're going to be doing in my course, Tantric meditation with the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, which is starting in September. So hi, hello. So I just want to say one thing before we go into the practice, which is that when I get that kind of message from somebody, I am very cautious because quite often I do get strange messages from men who see that I teach Tantra and see my name and make an assumption about what Tantra is and or what I offer, which is not what I am and not what I offer and not what my understanding of Tantra is. So which is why I'm going to do this, because hopefully I'm going to bust a few myths. So my understanding and what I teach in terms of Tantra is that Tantra is a practice for self-realization. This is a practice that embraces every aspect of life, and by bringing awareness to our senses and to our interactions with every moment of life, we have the potential to expand into bliss consciousness, bliss oneness consciousness, and understand that we are not this duality. It's kind of a paradox. We get to live in duality but understand that we're not that. So this is a process and a practice and a way of living for self-realization, for awakening to the truth that we are one with the divine. So this is what my understanding of Tantra is, and this is what I'm very excited and passionate to share with people. So I know that for some people there's an understanding or the belief that it's all about sex or that it's all about orgies, and it's not. There are just, there are many different pathways, and it is true that having a tantric approach to life and to love making changes the nature of making love phenomenally, and making love becomes another practice for raising our sexual energy and expanding our consciousness. However, it's not all about sex. In fact, it's taking the understanding of sex out of the everyday and the mundane, so that we begin to understand that all of life is making love in every moment. So it expands the concepts of sex way beyond something that's just genital. So I hope that makes sense. And if that doesn't make sense, then ask me a question and I will answer it. But from my understanding, I look out into the world, or I look inside and feel inside into my body, and there's a making love that is happening now in this moment within myself and outside myself. And as I allow myself to feel that, it's really beautiful and ecstatic, and I'm filled with the joy of the aliveness of being. So the person who wanted an online course in Tantric practice, I'm not going to be teaching sex positions in my Tantric meditation course. I'm going to be teaching you to connect with your divine true nature, and then to connect with others from that place of oneness, source connection within your own being. We're not going to take our clothes off. We're not going to get naked. We're not going to be rolling around in the floor having an orgy. That's not what we're going to be doing. However, you will experience your whole being as ecstatic and orgasmic. You may have an energy orgasm, possibly not. but that isn't what we're going to be looking for, because the thing is, you are by nature ecstatic. When you connect with that aliveness within yourself, the sort of thought of genital orgasm is so small compared to the massive expansive nature of this ecstatic energy. Anyway, we're going to do a tantric practice together, so you get to have an experience of it, and so that anyone who's interested in my tantric meditation course will have an experience, the kind of thing that we will be practicing there. So I'm reading from the Radiance Sutras, which is a translation of an ancient tantric text called the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So this is thousands of years old. It's written in Sanskrit, and it contains 112 meditation practices for self-realization. These practices are set out as a dialogue between the god and the goddess, between Shiva and Shakti. So they are reclining together in their paradise and inquiring into the nature of life. And Shiva explains these meditation practices to his beloved Shakti. So in answering her question to him about the nature of life and the nature of experience and how to awaken as a human being, these are the practices. So the first practice is all about the breath. Yes, it's not about sex and the way that you're thinking about it, it's about the breath. So I'm going to put a bit of music on, which is some music that I've recorded myself with this verse in it. And I'm going to read. So this is my version, not very good, I'm sure, of the original Sanskrit. Shri Bhairava Uvacha Urve Prana I Adas Jiva Visarga Atma Para Ucharet Utpati Dvitaya Stane Varanat Varita Stiti. And again, Shri Bhairava Uvacha Urdhve Prana I Adas Jiva Visarga Atma Para Ucharet Utpati Dvitaya Stane Varanat Varita Stiti. And in translation, the one who is intimate to all beings replies, so this is Shiva speaking to his beloved Shakti. Beloved, your questions require the answers that come through direct living experience. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. Awakening into luminous reality may dawn in the momentary throb between any two breaths. Exhaling, breath is released and flows out. There is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. Inhaling, breath flows in, filling, nourishing. Just as it turns to flow out, there is a flash of pure joy. Life is renewed. So those are the words, and let's do the practice. So be comfortable in your sitting. Have your spine tall so that there's space for the breath to flow. And at the same time, be relaxed in your body. Close your eyes so that you can go within and be fully aware of all the sensations in your body. So this is a practice of intimacy with life. It is not a practice of escaping from life. So closing the eyes, we are aware of the body, we are aware of the breath, We are aware of the earth that supports us. And there's a sense of deep relaxation in the physical body. And at the same time of a lengthening all the way along the spine, making space for the breath. Just allow the body to relax a little bit more. So often we're carrying around tension that we don't need. And as you breathe and as you release, just coming more and more present with yourself, with your body, with this moment. And all the muscles in your face relax. Your shoulders, the back of your neck. All the muscles in your arms, your hands and your fingers. Letting the upper back feel relaxed, the back of the heart. Breathing relaxation into the heart, the chest and the lungs. And then as you continue to breathe through your nose, breathing in and out through your nose, just bring all your awareness to focus on that flow of the breath in and the breath out. Aware of the rise and the fall of the chest as you breathe, the flow of your breath. Notice that as you give your awareness more and more to the breath, it slows down and deepens, filling more and more of the belly and the chest. And at the same time, there's a full felt sense presence in the body. Dropping deeper inside into a stiller place. Allowing the nervous system to relax and thoughts to fly by. And as you retain your awareness and your attention on the breath, just loosely take your awareness to the place where the in-breath meets the out-breath, and then where the out-breath meets the in-breath. Don't need to do anything, change anything, just be with yourself and with that moment where in turns to out and where out turns to in. It's just a moment, just notice. just noticing for yourself how this is. Noticing, witnessing, loving what is, and embracing all sensation. There's a moment of stillness, just a moment of bliss, of nothingness in that in-between point at the top and the bottom of the breath. And there's a deepening into the ecstasy of being, the energy of life as it flows through you. And a sense of expanded awareness that comes the more that we deepen into this meditation. This is the first meditation in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. It's the first of 112 meditations. And these meditations begin and end with the breath, just as we begin and end with the breath in life. So even this one practice, this one aspect of living as a human being, the breath, can be a gateway to infinity, can be a gateway to self-realization, can be a gateway to expanded consciousness, can be a gateway to understanding life as a making love. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely through the mouth this time. And just a couple more times. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. And then just moving your body. Some waking up movements like a snake. Stretching. And opening your eyes. And being present in your space. And with me once again. So, thanks Mark. So that's a tantric meditation practice. It's really powerful. It can take you really deep, and it's a foundation for so many other practices and ways of connecting with your true essence and supporting your connection then with others from a place of sourced, resourced self-love, openness and flow. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you would like to explore tantric meditation practice with me, starting in September, I'm doing a 7-part course starting on September the 13th in North London. I will post the link below. Tantric meditation with the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And if you like this music that I'm playing, it's my own. I've created it. It's me reading the Radiance Sutras to some music that I've created. So if you like that, there'll be more of that in the course as well. Thank you for being with me, and have a beautiful rest of this day. Satnam and much love. Thank you.